Hello, hello, hello.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you. Not too bad. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. How's your day been so far?
It's been a busy day, to be honest, because we're in the last preparations of the headline tour, and it's just so many, it's a billion things to do. Like it's only just tiny little things, but they sum up to a big blown out day. So yeah, and now I've done a lot of interviews, and yeah, so that's how quickly a day can be completely full.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually was going through with you being a newer band and then only being your second album, I thought, well, I'll see if I can find, a few interviews here and there. Just to kind of because I like to get a feel for the personality, so I kind of know a little bit of which direction I want to go. And you
Right.
have like a million interviews out there, and so you have stayed super busy.
See, I didn't even look it up because I don't have time for that. I don't even know how many of those interviews are already out there. Okay, it's good to know.
Well, even just within the last year, I mean, there's ones, from 11 months ago that there's a whole bunch of them. And then there's some that have been within the last couple of weeks too. But yeah, it was like, oh man, that's he stays busy. And yeah, with you just releasing the first album less than a year ago, then you're just busy, busy. So how do you keep yourself sane when I don't know if you went from 0 to 100 or if there's been a lot behind the scenes even before the first album, was coming out. But how do you keep yourself sane throughout all this?
That's a good question. To be honest, I mean, the first release was already super intense, but throughout the year, as Dominum luckily gained on being a bit of a bigger band, we played so many shows, the workload gets bigger and bigger. So it gets more challenging day by day to manage because I'm producing bands still. So I need to manage those two things. And it's a hell of a task, and it is not as much outsourced as you would think. Of course, I'm very lucky to have people around me that are capable of doing a lot of things, like the label, the band, the agency is the management. But still, we're at a point where in our career where we are not big enough to outsource certain things that could be outsourced because it obviously costs money and we need just to do everything ourselves still, which is cool because you're in full control and you can like do everything as you want. But stuff like ordering merch and counting shirts and stuff. Those are stuff where I'm like, I mean, I don't have any problems doing that. It's fun because then you count something and you're okay, those are 100 shirts, perfect. I've done something. And when you write a piece of music, it's like, all right, is it good enough? Is that chorus good? Oh my God. But here, that's 100 shirts. I've counted 100 shirts. There's exactly 100 shirts. That's perfect. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
don't have any problems but at some point, um, a decision needs to be made in general in every life. Who are you? And I need to write music, as stupid as it sounds.
No, it makes
So,
sense. You need to be
yeah,
able to put energy toward that instead of and have someone else count the shirts, even though it's nice to be able to have a
exactly.
mindless task when you have been doing so many things that I'm sure incorporate so much of your thoughts and probably dreams and lack of sleepless nights. And
Absolutely. That's it. You got it.
so moving forward, I think it's super important for you to, I ask this with everybody, but because you're on this crazy rat race now, what are some things you are going to do to try to keep yourself balanced so that way you don't burn out?
Yeah. Also, this is a good question. So, family is really important, to be honest, like to have a good surrounding, family and friends. I also do workout, which helps. And what really helps me from going crazy prevents me from going crazy is good food. I am guilty for going out as often as I can and having as much food as I can. And then I have to train a lot more to be able to get. But yeah, having good food. I also do some yoga from time to time, which also helps me calming down.
Yeah.
But here again, which is a stupid thing. I mean, I don't know who said it, but someone said it. If you don't have time for meditating 20 minutes a day, you should meditate an hour a day.
It's funny that you say that. I think it was just my last interview, which was over the weekend. I quoted that because the person I was talking to was like, I don't have time for anything. And I'm like, well, if you don't have time, if you don't have 20 minutes and you need to take an hour, that's funny. I quoted the exact same thing. And it's true, it obviously it doesn't make any sense as far as scheduling, but it makes sense as far as rebooting your brain.
But the thing is, that of course we are right now in a very hot phase of the year because our release is ahead. I'm doing like six interviews a day. Uh, And we also have the headline tour ahead, which we've never done before, never. So there are a lot of challenges here. And then you get positive feedback for the tour, like that people seem to be into Dominum and coming to the shows, which is super great. But then you say, okay, but so we need more merch. Fuck. So and you need to take care of that and blah blah blah. So it's a lot of things like right now during the year. It's of course like you have to do social media, you have to do interviews here and there, you have to play shows, but this is all very manageable daily business. But right now, it's the release, it's the tour, and I'm also having another production right now in parallel. So this is just too much, and
Yeah.
I can hear my body telling me, "All right, Felix, it's fine. We're gonna do this right now, but you can't do this forever. This is
Yeah.
not how it works." And I can clearly tell that, but I think I can really tell on how long. And I also like switching off the phone in the evening is super important.
Yeah.
The trick is to switch off the phone and to get in the flight mode, and then put it in another room
Yes.
and then go to the couch. Anything else doesn't help. So because if the phone is here, I walk from here to there and just check if something's going on and blah blah blah. I need to put it I'm lazy. I need to put it to another room because I'm then too lazy to walk to another room to check if something's going on. And this is a little detail that helped me because if someone dies, he's gonna be dead the next morning.
Right. Or
And if
undead.
or undead, exactly. Now we're talking. Yeah.
No, absolutely true and good for you. That's, I think, a really, really smart thing to do, especially right now because you're so, so crazy busy. But yeah, the album comes out next week. And then yeah, you guys right the day before, is that right? The day before the album comes out is when the tour starts?
Yes, we are starting
Yeah.
in our hometown.
Yeah, so super, super busy. With it being your first headlining tour, I mean, since you guys are all in makeup and full gear and everything, that takes time to do. So I'm sure it's nice to know that you're going to be on stage longer for all the preparation of that.
Yeah. No, no. Those outfits are made to last. Even though, I mean, we haven't like new outfits, and it's so nice because they were done by a awesome girl. She's called Nicole, and she like did all the costumes and all the stuff, and it was really nice, and it looks perfect, and it fits like a glove. It's amazing.
Like
But
Deadpool.
but what's that?
Like Deadpool.
Yeah. But we played one tour now on Feuerschwanz with Feuerschwanz, and those costumes we really pay close attention. But touring is really a really brutal thing. Even though we pay a lot of attention to it, like we will losing those little how do you call those things in English?
Like the
Like
buttons.
yeah, like losing buttons all the time. And then we were like, fuck, we lost some buttons. And then tell our crew, can you look on the stage for the buttons? We need the buttons. Like, and everything falls apart. And I called her like, we're paying so much attention. Please, can you? And she was like, yeah, of course. She didn't know that there was so much pressure going on in the bit, but what we're doing on stage is just like sport, it's like it's
Hmm.
having a full outfit and then running for 30 minutes. This is what we do, right? It's
Yeah.
stupid. So she was like, okay, we're gonna manage. And she managed it to do it, and it's now rock solid. It's now the army could now wear our outfits, and it would be no problem, I'm sure.
Oh, that's awesome. So she was like really trying to pay attention to that detail of knowing that you
Absolutely,
guys are going to
bro.
be moving and there's going to be wear and tear. That's
She makes
awesome. Yeah, the costumes are incredible. I'm hoping that you guys make it over to the States because I can only imagine what that live show is going to be like with all of the music and the costumes. Which one are you the most excited to play live of the new ones?
so unpopular answer, it will be Can't Kill a Dead Man,
Hmm.
which is not a single, but still I'm super excited about the song, even though it's impossible to sing, but we'll figure it out.
That's,
But this
that's
is
actually
something
one of them I wrote down.
really, yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, but this is like I mean, I like all the songs, but this is one of the songs that I'm still excited about when I hear it. So I'm curious on how people are going to react to it because the headline tour starts one day before the release, so no one's going to know that song. It's not a single, so no
Right.
one's going to know the song, and it's going to be, yeah, fresh. And I'm really looking forward on how the faces are going to look.
Yes. Yeah. I like that one a lot. I think my favorite has been Killed by Life though. Now with even though you have the zombie theme, there is a lot of metaphors in there about real life things and really heavy topics. I
Yeah.
did want to talk about Killed by Life. Will you tell me a little bit about that one?
Yeah, I mean, explaining lyrics is a bit because we try to have lyrics for everyone. So we have, I mean, killed by life is it. It actually doesn't mean anything. Life is killing me. Yeah, yeah. Everyone knows what this means. Yeah, like when you're annoyed and stuff. But we try to write lyrics that you have certain layers that you can discover if you want. You can just
Mhm.
kill by life. You can just sing it and be happy. But if you want, you can really go deep in the rabbit hole and find something, get something out of it. So this is how we try to write our music, that there's something in for everyone.
Yeah, I think that's wonderful. I mean, it can be, yeah, just like fun because it's zombies, and who doesn't love a fun zombie like story, song, whatever. Where does your inspiration usually come from? Like that, I mean, I know you guys are still new, and so I would assume that it's probably still bleeding out of you. But I like during the times that maybe you do have like some struggles or that or where even it just came from in general, where has the inspiration came from?
No, we can get inspiration out of anything. It's not that we are watching zombie movies a whole day. You would get mad. This is not what's happening. Um,
So,
yeah, because this is what you would think, right? We are playing zombie games and then watching zombie movies, and in the meanwhile, we're reading zombie comics. This is not what's happening. You can get inspiration out of anything. That's the cool thing. And then you have to somehow get it into our world, into our little zombie world, which is also doable because, like, everything, every little aspect that might touch you as a human can be zombified. You just have to have a little bit of creativity and find a twist, a story twist to get it into the world of zombies. But yeah, you can get inspirations out of anything, out of good talks, out of walking around, watching people, out of reading books, listening to music, anything. Just
yeah,
be open-minded and talk to people. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. Um, oh, I just lost the question I was going to ask you. Do you remember the moment that you decided that you wanted to do music? Like, was there like a certain like show, song, video, whatever that you were like, that's what I want to do?
You know what? Not really, because it always felt I'm doing music. My first gig that I had was I was 5 years old. I was in a TV show in Germany that was
Oh my
like
gosh.
I was tiny little Felix, and I was singing it. already there, it felt like natural to me. So then I started playing guitar, and then like in school we had some gigs, and I always played the guitar for every little whenever someone's singing something or whatever, I was playing the guitar for it, no matter. So it always felt natural to me. And I mean, I started studying. I was about to become a teacher, also with the main course music. So also there was music present, but then I had to make a decision because I had the producing going on, I had a band project going on, I had the studying going on, and at some point you have to decide what are you doing? What are you doing? So I thought I don't want to be a teacher anymore. I want to do something with music, and because I can do this and this is my thing. And I mean, the past 10 years, I was more on the other side. I was more on the producing side. So, but I talked to Tommy, the guitar player, and we had a band before. And I talked, and you know how it is with those bands that form when they are 14 and last till in the 20s. At some point, people get children, get houses, get lives. Tommy and I, we didn't. And but still the band didn't exist anymore properly. And we were like, okay, so when we have an idea of doing a band again, we're gonna do it. And this is what we did. Never know what's
Yeah,
gonna happen.
yeah, yeah. So, moving forward, I mean, I'm assuming that you guys have started this train. It's going in full motion. It has no signs of slowing down. Is that your plan to keep just charging forward? Is like same?
The short answer is yes, we try to do that
Yeah.
because it we never thought that this would happen in 1 year, to be honest. Like if I even made some stupid bets because like maybe like really close to Christmas, um, 1 year ago, I was at dinner with some friends, and we were joking around, and they were saying, "Yeah, you're gonna play at Hirsch Nuremberg. This is the venue here in Nuremberg. You're gonna play at Hirsch." And I was like, "Ah, fuck off." And so I was betting against us playing in Hirsch Nuremberg with some stupid, yeah, things to do, which I'm not gonna mention right now. Uh, and now we're playing in Hirsch Nuremberg 1 year after that, which is insane.
Wow.
I hope
So
they forget
insane.
about this bet. So we kind of have maybe a little momentum that we, of course, want to keep and have a persistent, yeah, want to keep it and not disappoint the people that jumped on our little zombie train and yeah, are traveling with us because we want to deliver. We picture ourselves as deliverers.
So when you started this, what did you think was going to happen? Did you think you guys were just going to stay kind of like a small underground band that were just going to do some local shows here and there?
The thing is, to be really honest, no one's waiting for us. No one's waiting for another band. There are a billion bands out there, so we didn't
Oh,
expect anything.
yeah,
Nothing.
yeah,
So, and then a lot happened, and people also on the business side were starting to be interested, and then it felt like, okay, so now it seems to get serious at some point. What are we gonna do? And it it takes a lot of dedication to follow this path
yeah.
because playing a tour um for let's say the Peyton Parish tour, it was almost 4 weeks. Who can play 4 weeks in a row? That
Mhm.
takes dedication to do that.
Absolutely.
Also, yeah.
Was there a time when you saw that the momentum was going so quickly and so strongly? Was there a time that you were like, "Oh shit"?
No, no, not at all. Still, the thing is, I'm in my bubble. Of course, I'm thinking about Dominum all day. So
Mhm.
I'm not an indicator of the world out there, but I
Yeah,
can see like the the festivals that are asking for us, the bands that are asking us, do you want to go on tour with us? Those are some indicators where I'm like, okay, so you know us, that's cool. Because in my world, I'm doing stuff all day. I'm seeing
yeah.
my friends all day on the screen, all day. So I'm I'm hyped anyway. So I'm
Yeah.
not a good indicator, you know?
That makes sense. Yeah. So has there been like a festival or a band that in particular that's reached out that you were like that was like the defining moment of, oh, this is turning into
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. So when we were like at Grass Pop this year on the main stage, this was a little moment where I felt like, holy shit, what are we doing here? Because it's the same stage that Alice Cooper plays a few hours later. And we were like going on with our little masks and our little drums and our little guitars. I was like, what the fuck is going on? What are we doing? And hopefully everything's going well. So yeah, and the people liked it, and so yeah, that was maybe a moment where I was like, okay, that went well. Thank God. Let's
Yeah.
keep on going.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have sucked if it didn't. Well, I know you're super, super busy. I don't want to take a lot of your time. I do appreciate you taking this time out for me. I'm really excited to see what you guys do moving forward. The videos are so much fun, so entertaining. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm sure you'll have one. It's Napalm Records. I'm sure you'll have one more video come out before the release or release day.
You know what?
Um,
I've actually, before our interview started, I got the first cut of that video. So
have
that
you
will be
watched
one.
it yet?
I watched it, yes.
Oh,
Right.
good.
Yeah. It's cool.
I'm
It's gonna be
excited to see
cool.
it. Oh, I'll bet. I'll bet. You guys are awesome with your cinematics when it comes to videos, and I'm sure when it comes to the live show as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Make sure you put your phone in the other room tonight and give yourself a little bit of a breather and a break.
I will. Thank you so much. That was great fun. Thanks for those great questions. Thank
Yes.
you.
Yeah. Have a great rest of your day.
You too. Take
Bye.
care.